Loki season 2 made its debut with its first episode, and I thought it was delightful. And that's coming from somebody that was not thrilled with Loki season 1. I thought the debut episode was great. You guys know I gave this list of 5 things that I thought they needed to kind of do, and they checked all the boxes. They did all of it. I'm super thrilled with it so far. Well, apparently, a lot of people tuned in to see it, as it has become the second biggest debut of 2023 for Disney+. This comes to us from Deadline, who wrote the following. The God of Mischief is taking over Disney Plus once again. Loki season 2 debuted on Thursday, tallying 10.9 global views in its first 3 days on the platform. That makes it Disney Plus's second most watched season premiere of the year, coming in behind March's season 3 premiere of The Mandalorian. This makes sense considering Loki was one of Marvel's most successful Disney Plus series from the get-go. It was the first of them to get a second season, and as of May 2022, it was still held the most watched Marvel series on Disney Plus to date. So, when you look at all the high-profile stuff that has come out on Disney Plus, Loki coming out only behind Mandalorian season 3, Mandalorian, which was an uber popular thing. Granted, season 3 debuted lower than what they had hoped, but still, that was the biggest thing debuting on Disney Plus this year. Loki comes in second place. Behind that with some really, really strong, solid numbers. I think if season 1 had been a bit better, it may have been the number 1 debut of 2023. I think there was some people a little bit questionable about it. I also think if Secret Invasion had been a little bit better, more people would have tuned in to watch Loki. There is consequences to putting out crappy stuff. And I think, the dissatisfaction a lot of people had with Secret Invasion has probably led to this, but still strong numbers for Loki. And here's the important thing. And this is where the benefit of week-to-week releases come. Instead of dropping the whole series at once like Netflix would do, and having some people having decided to tune out, maybe because of Secret Invasion, maybe because of She-Hulk, maybe because of some other thing like that, and just not check out the series, they drop one episode. Word got out that it was really quite good. So other people are going to go back and watch it in the subsequent weeks and then start getting caught up with episodes 2, 3, and 4. And I think, I might be wrong, but I think we're going to see the viewership go up, provided episode 2 and 3 and 4 continue to be strong. But I think you're going to see in episode 2 that has higher viewership than episode 1 did. And that doesn't always happen with these shows, but I think it's going to happen here. Hey guys, we want to thank a sponsor of today's video, BetterHelp. You guys know that I've been saying for a long time that it's time for us to start prioritizing mental health in our lives. And if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. I've pointed this out many times, but we as adults know that we need to prioritize our physical health, and so we encourage each other and cheer each other on when we take steps for improving our physical health, like going to the gym. Well, it's time that we prioritize our mental health the same way. We need to encourage each other to take those steps and encourage ourselves to do that as well. So guys, take that step in prioritizing your mental health by going to BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/Campea today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Campea. Anyway, Chris, you heard this number. Does this surprise you that it had this big of a response? Do you think it was maybe going to come in further behind a couple of other series? Are you surprised it didn't get number 1? What did you think about the premiere?
This is pretty much on the money for me. This is pretty close for everything. Because, well, one, I don't know what it's competing with too much of right now, aside from The Boys, which the timing works out really nicely, right? Not The Boys, Gen V, excuse me.
Gen V.
Love Gen V.
I still need to watch more of it.
Are they both Wednesdays?
I'm not there. Yeah, they both release at
So that's your palate cleanser.
On Thursdays, they both come out on Thursdays.
Yeah, so you just do boop, boop. This season is so good. At least the first episode. This season premiere is so good. They lean into the stylistic qualities of this so much more. It has this very wonderful 1970s aesthetic that they just really went for. Even just the way it's shot, even the way it's lit is so very 1970s, which is amazing. You got Ke Huy Quan there, who's just charming as all get out.
He owned it.
Of course he is.
Completely owned it. He was great.
So good. And I think too, the wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff, I think because of him, probably even worked for you, I'm guessing.
It did. They got rid of the mumbo jumbo, and they used a very simple Bill and Ted mechanic for time
Exactly.
travel to make it all work. And so they won me over.
It's a very palatable view of time travel. Even if you're not a diehard time travel person, if you are a diehard time travel person, it's so fun and interesting and has the most basic rules that can have the most complex situations and ramifications. And that's what I really like, and I really hope they lean into that more. Oh my God, this scene too.
Oh yeah, I love this.
Everything was just so good. Everything was so good, you guys. And I really think that if the episodes keep delivering, it is going to be that kind of WandaVision trajectory, right? Where it just gets bigger and bigger because of that word of mouth. And this is also why doing those weekly releases as opposed to a binge dump is so much better for shows like this, building that momentum.
You mentioned Ki Hu Kwan again. The whole thing when they employed the Bill and Ted kind of time travel mechanic, when Mobius is talking to Obi and saying, "Hey, have you ever done this?" "No." "Wait." "Yes."
Yeah.
Because Loki's in the past doing so. I mean, there's the way, I love the word you use, palatable. They made the time travel stuff palatable, and it made sense. It flowed, and it was just exceptional. Now, can they follow up on that? Because Disney Plus shows, both Marvel and Star Wars, have a tendency to start well. I thought She-Hulk started well. I thought Secret Invasion started well.
Obi-Wan.
I thought Obi-Wan started really well. Book of Boba Fett didn't start so well. But, I mean, they have a tendency to do that and then sometimes fall off a little bit. So we'll see what happens with Loki. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.